Boyett with the Army Corps of Engineers joining us now in studio with more on what they're doing right now. We were just talking about this. There's a lot of concern right now, a lot of people who are hoarding water, as Lily talked about. There's no reason for that. Now, we've talked about the toe of the wedge. That is the leading edge of the saltwater, right?
That is. The saltwater, as it moves, it's so much denser than freshwater. It crawls along the bottom, but it kind of creates a wedge. And so we track the front. When you're looking at salinity levels and where's that area that we want to keep an eye on, it's about 15 miles behind the toe.
All right, so how far past the toe, again, does the saltwater reach a level high enough to impact the water intake here?
It's once the toe is 15 miles upriver of a water intake, that's when you'd be looking at that specific treatment facility.
And what does that really look like? Because we talk about impacting the water intake. My question is, everyone's concerned about this. What does it really mean for those who don't understand?
So as the toe continues to move upriver, what happens is higher and higher in the river becomes salty. And we think 15 miles behind, you'll start to see surface levels of salt. The water intakes pull that river out. If the chloride levels are too high, then they'll have to have some way to dilute it.
I know we have some rain that we saw earlier today. You're just actually drying out, being caught in a storm here. If we start to get more rain soon, how can it start to affect or impact the water intake here?
You know, it's interesting. The rain that falls in South Louisiana doesn't have as much impact as we need. We need rain to fall throughout the entire Mississippi Valley, really the Midwest. And we need probably about 10 inches across the area.
All right, the governor said that the thing that we need to do right now is just pray for rain so we can get through this issue.
The solution is rain.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Boyett, thank you so much for joining me in studio. And we know that you have a lot of questions. We're making it very easy to get the answers on the saltwater intrusion emergency. All you have to do is to send us a text message. Just text the word water to 504-529-4444. We'll respond right away with our links to our comprehensive coverage, including the latest timelines and an outline of how local leaders are responding.